but I need to figure something out. You just played your first game last night.
Yeah.
Okay, you was drafted April 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to figure this out.
A month
Had
later.
your first game last night.
Yeah.
Okay, you just had to go through training camp. Just literally had to go through training camp, and you played your first official game last night. How do you do that so fast and it was everything so close like this? You ain't even been out of college that long.
I know. Gosh, I feel like I'm like living a double life. It's crazy.
Like, how do you, just talk to me now.
That's one thing I envy about you guys is you kind of have time to get acclimated and all that. And also you don't have to say bye to so many teammates you think you're going to play with. Like we had to say bye to like 5 girls that had like just as good of a shot to be on the team as anybody else. So it's kind of it's really heartbreaking. Like we need more teams and we have more teams coming. Like what are they? The
Valkyries, Golden State Valkyries, right?
But yeah, I mean, that's why we need teams like that to give that talent space to like flourish. And it takes like, and we don't even have like a G League or nothing. So how are we supposed to develop talent?
Right.
Like these girls have to go overseas, which is not bad. Like it's still like develop any way you want, but like people have to go overseas and like that's hard on people. So I don't know. To answer your question, it's been a whirlwind, a lot of emotions, honestly. There's been a lot of days where like, I'll be honest, like crying with my GM. Like it's just like an adjustment.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Only been a
I would
month.
imagine.
Yeah.
A month.
It's been a month.
I would imagine there'd be
I'm
another
a little
team,
baby.
though, right?
Like,
A month.
I would imagine there would be another team added as well, right? Because the Valkyries makes the 13th
Toronto.
team,
Did
right?
you hear about Toronto?
Toronto's getting a
But
team
we
as
never
well.
really officially, I don't know if y'all know, but they never like officially said that was like happening. That was just
The
like word of
Toronto
mouth.
team.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it should like, I feel like a
That
Toronto
makes
team would do
sense.
really well.
Yeah.
Like
That makes
people-
sense.
It's crazy that it's like all happening like this.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah.
But-
Love that.
That is quick.
Ain't like us.
So like Jackie mentioned, we're recording this after your first WNBA game and you played against the Atlanta Dream where you got to show your whole skill set. You had 11 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, and 2 blocks. But walk us through kind of that day leading up to the game. Were you nervous? Were you excited? What was that like preparing for your first professional game?
Yeah, it was, you know, we had 2 like exhibitions, so it kind of gave you a taste of what it's like. But like the shooting matrix like is what really confuses me. I'm like, we don't all just shoot together. Like I'm not used to just like, okay, that's your time. And then you sit and you go do that. It's just such an adjustment. And then also like pregame meal, like in college, like you all eat as a team. Like now you have to like, it feels like I'm like fending for myself. I'm like, what food am I going to get? Like, I don't know. But yeah, I ordered food. I napped, like got ready. Like also like, it's really fun to get ready for tunnels because like, it's kind of like meditative, like, okay, like do your makeup real quick, do your hair, like put on a fun outfit. But yeah, it was a vibe and like, I'm just kind of getting used to it. And I like the freedom of it.
I know like my first couple of games in the league, I got my feet wet and I was like, yeah, I got this. Like I'll be an all-star. I called it, you know, early on in my career and told my teammates like, yeah, give me 2 years. I'll be an all-star in this league. With your getting your feet wet, playing your first game yesterday, did you have a moment where you're like, oh, okay, like, yeah, I could do this. I got this.
Honestly.
Without, you know, I don't want you to feel like you know, bragging or boast, but you can talk your shit a little bit.
No, being realistic, like I think what really helps me is like the 4s are the best players in the game right now. Asia Wilson, Brianna Stewart, like they're the best players in the world. And I think like what's nice is like when I put on a little bit more muscle, like I have the body type of like that, you know, kind of dominant player. Like I'm thankful to have played in a program at Stanford where like I have court vision, like I can move the ball, like I love passing. Like that's like I feel like that's underrated what I can do. Like I can drive, paint touch, like kick, find
That's
somebody.
good to know. Price Picks. Yeah. She like to pass.
Over on assist.
I know. I couldn't do that, but I just had to say that. I can't do that. We get in trouble for that. But I just had to say that. It's good to know. Go ahead.
But I don't even know what I was saying. Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's gonna like I think like I've always been like a late bloomer, so I think it's gonna take me a while. I don't think I'm gonna be an all-star in 2 years. That's just because I don't know. Maybe I should say that, but I'm a humble person, and I also like I'm realistic. Like there's so much talent in the league right now. Like there's so many good players. You know, that's just an honor to play against them. But yeah, I think I should be one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We got Asia coming up in a couple days. Who else on the calendar you have like marked, like circle? Oh, I can't wait to get a chance to play against her.
Gosh, I don't know. People love to ask this question. I feel like when girls, especially, she wants to play me, I'm gonna beat her ass. I'm like, no, please don't.
From a learning, from a experience, from a because it doesn't necessarily have to be from a like, oh, I want to bust her ass. But like, I had people that I circled of like, man, just to share, and to learn and pick up things while I'm playing them, and like not necessarily to, like, of course I want to go out there and perform and play well, but just the experience of playing against them. Yeah,
I definitely think Brianna Stewart, just because like she comes off of ball screens, and I feel like as a big, like I've never had to defend a ball screen. Like it's usually just like switch, but like actually like learn how to fight through that. And then honestly, like when we played Phoenix, I was guarding Rebecca Allen, and if you don't know her, she's like a 6'2", lanky, like lights out shooter, but she was placed at the 4 because BG is hurt. So like I had to guard her, and I was like running her off of staggers, and like I've never done like, with my big ass. I'm like long as like I'm just trying to keep up, but it's like so good to like learn how to do all that, because you never know what position you get switched on to like a Ryan Howard, and like you don't want to get crossed. Like you need to learn how to stay in front of people. So I think like playing against Stewie, like learning how to just guard a player that's just so versatile, I guess. There's just so many people though in this league that are so good.
So good. Gotcha. So you mentioned earlier about Kim Kardashian coming to the game, and she brought Northwest with her, and that was your first time having the opportunity to meet him. I actually saw the picture that you guys took after the game.
I'm so much taller than her. It's so funny.
You towered her.
Yes.
Talk to us a little bit about how that experience was. Like now you're having celebrities, but not only celebrities, their children, and Northwest being in an iconic family. She's already going to be a superstar. She's iconic all over TikTok, and she's got a following of her own, but she's also, pretty good at basketball as well. Talk to us a little bit about that.
No, North is a sweetheart. Like I gave her a pair of shoes, like actually a pair of Steph's shoes. People don't know that because she's a huge Steph fan. Okay. It was nice. Steph got her some shoes, and she was really happy. And I gave her a jersey. I was like, sorry, this is not as cool as Steph's shoes. But, it's just great to see kids like that, like really invested in the game, because I don't know. I think in the past, like, the dropout rate with girls is so huge. Like girls just like stop playing sports, and then little boys, like they play way longer. And like all those boys, like they're not going D1 or going to, they're not pros, but like the life lessons they learn from sticking with it. So I think like this is just great, because like you just keep seeing more and more girls that, are just like participating and involved. And it really makes me happy. So, and Kim, I love Kim, and I just kept thanking her. I'm like, you don't know what this means, to take time out of your day to just bring awareness and to spread the love. It meant a lot.
That's what we're here to do. You know what I mean? That's what we're here to do. Spread love.
Okay.
We got to make it to a game, right? We got to make it to a game this year.
100%.
We better
definitely see Podcast P
courtside
this year.
Yep, at Crypto. We're at Long Beach State right now.
So are you guys sharing the space? Are you guys going back and forth between Crypto and Long Beach State?
No, I've not even stepped foot in. I mean, well, I actually came to your...
Yeah, you to the game 3?
Yes.
Not game 3. Game 3 we were on the road. Game 2, I believe.
2?
Was
no.
It's 1 or 2.
We lost. So
you lost.
It's easy. Game 4.
Wait.
No, game 5. Game 5, huh?
I should know that. It was so fun. And like Crypto, like it's a big, we're not going to, like hopefully we fill all the seats, but that's a cool arena. It was so cool to like we were sitting like right courtside. Yeah. It was so cool.
I know. I noticed you like when I came out to shoot in the beginning.
Yeah,
I
you
was
didn't say hi.
These girls are tall as shit.